Hello and welcome back to Grim Dawn, Season 1, Episode 2. We just completed our first mission. Or we haven't actually completed it yet, but we've killed the creatures that were there. I'm going to quickly go down here. No. If I remember correctly, yeah, this isn't actually suggested doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway because I'm an idiot. I just want to destroy that, and... Hooray. That's just because it kills these guys quickly. And those things also do damage too, so best to get them out. And this is just free XP, so that's what we want. Now,
My inventory is full.
Remember, if this is... Okay, yeah, I can just offer this. Hooray, I get magical items. Ooh, vampiric.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, unfortunately, this game's not really known for its, sensical, ability to store items properly. Woven cord, I'm pretty sure I already have that. That's a bug, by the way, where if you mouse over something, sometimes it doesn't, it sticks on your screen. Actually, I don't even have the level to use those. I would actually suggest using this. I'm gonna use this anyway, because it does give me more physique, which right now is kind of essential. Later on, it won't be too much of a worry there. That's actually kind of the reason why you start using pistols, is because they're really, one, quick, and two, they do almost the same amount of damage. And really, I don't see any point in actually keeping the rifles until around level 50. Around level 50 is when you actually start wanting to use a few other abilities, but I don't want to take that magic thing. And since I have that, might as well throw a shield on, because why not? Yeah, they're faster and they do about as much damage, which is kind of the disappointing thing. I know they have a lower ability, or I guess, what is it called? They have a lower maximum hit. There we go. And we also got something special. It's known as a devotion point. Because we restored a shrine, we can actually do something. Now we can have one of these. Any star that is lit up can be obtained for the devotion. Crossroads is the main one. You actually need to take one of these to start going onto these other sides. I go with Crossroads with basically this one. I can't remember what it's called. Chaos. Chaos is actually one of the more beneficial ones you want to go for. Primarily because of that. The Cunning is really useful. The Life Leech is extremely useful. And eventually, once you get the Life Leech, you really don't need many vampiric weapons. But, yeah. Until then, we're actually going to head to our base. And what we can do is actually just press that button, and we open up a small rift. Now we activate these two rifts. But as you can see, there's quite a few rifts over here that we have yet to unlock. We'll unlock those later. There's actually some that you can't see yet. But for the main part, these are the ones that are on the surface. You can actually see that this area is pretty expansive. And we'll pretty much play through most of this pretty quickly. But yeah, this is the main place you're going to be returning to pretty much throughout the entire game. At least, again, till modding. Dead attacks have slowed. Oh yeah, I was going to say. I killed the reanimator. Thank you. Continue. I will speak to them. He gives me 300 iron. This is actually your currency, and we're not allowed to go in there, I believe. Nope. Oh, we have to complete that. Yeah. I had to talk to him. I can talk to everyone here, and they'll give me stuff. This is actually, this guy out here is your first trader.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Now you can trade by right-clicking. I'm going to just sell off anything that I don't need right now, which is pretty much everything. I think I need that because it's actually relatively good for damage, but everything else is pretty much junk. Don't sell these items because they're actually extremely valuable, and you're going to need them a bit later on.
Iron well spent.
Now, this guy, he's basically giving me money, and he wants me to go kill those rotting soldiers. Where can I find it? Look at the scrap you need. Basically, he's wanting me to go gather scrap metal. Basically, this stuff. And it's more or less frequent. Where can I find them? I'll bring them back. Bring some back. I actually can't remember what he wanted, but yeah, this is usually open, but I closed it because it was annoying me. Yeah, he wants me to gather aether crystals, which are these crystals, basically. And you'll find these around that Burial Hill site, at least early on. You'll find those actually quite frequently. And for good reason. You're actually going to need a lot of them, and I mean a lot of them. So try not to be too stingy. You really want to gather as many of those as you can. I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna go across here. Now luckily we don't have to worry about anything respawning, because things only respawn in this game after you've basically logged out and logged back in. And you don't have to worry about logging off in the middle of a dungeon or anything like that. You'll just respawn at Devil's Crossing, or wherever your main base is at that time. I'm pretty sure I can just kill these things, yeah. Hooray! Oh yeah, they heal, I forgot about that. It's so long since I've actually had to deal with one of those that I actually didn't know it healed. That one's actually slightly better, even though it's kind of junk. It's got less of a chance to actually block anything, but it does block a little bit more. You want that. We always want treasure, we want that. These are tainted rift hounds. They're, again, a mutation of a local creature. We'll see what a rift hound is later, but now creatures do regenerate health very slowly. As you can see, they're healing rather slowly. It's because of their vitality, or not vitality, but constitution. I don't think I have enough damage to actually kill that thing. Okay. Ooh, Berserker. Yeah, those are the things that are just rather annoying to deal with for the most part. I have to kill these things before I'm actually able to go here and fight this. Yeah, melee, it's more or less okay. Usually by mid-game you won't be doing melee anymore. At least if you're a demolitionist. And I want to get that demolitionist. I think I might need to be level 10 actually. Yeah. Oh, you're burning me with acid and poison. It's not like it's going to kill me anytime soon. But still, it's annoying. There we go. Yeah, eventually you'll start getting better. Oop. Hooray, I have leather, pauldrons, or pauldrons. That's pauldrons. And there we go. Once we have that swinging arc ability, which actually I'm going to probably grab now, because I will be using two-handed weapons. At least for a time. I think it's this one. Yeah. Requires a melee weapon. We'll be using this for a while. Clean sweep. Oh yeah, we actually need to level that. I won't be doing that. But, ooh, laceration. I actually haven't done too much of the warrior, so I'm not sure what to expect. Nope. Nope. Let's see. Clean sweep. I think that's just increased critical damage. Yep. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put all my points into the blade arc. And now I'm going to actually take this, right click, and set that as that. Because now I can do that. And it doesn't have that much of a cooldown. Actually, I could probably use that indefinitely. It doesn't use a lot of energy either, so yeah. What's his cooldown period? Oh, it's got none. That's actually pretty epic. Using that as your default means that you'll have to basically get within range. Right click allows you to actually use the ability regardless of what it is. We'll be using a different ability later on, but for now that should be fine. Actually we wanted to go... Where do we want to go? Oh, we needed scrap, so we do need to go a little bit further up. Now we do have a couple of places we can go. I'm going to go north for now. It shouldn't be too much of a hazard. You don't actually start running into anything dangerous for quite some time. But now we have this, so I get to actually do that AoE sweep, which is actually incredible. And it does quite a bit of damage too, so I'm not too worried about that. Mutagenic Ichor. Funny enough, this game actually reminds me, and I'm not sure if it actually is, but this reminds me of a game that basically, I believe that the game actually occurs after the modern age that went to kind of a dark age where all technology is lost or just partially forgotten, and then it builds up in a more medieval setting, and then eventually this happens. Now I'm pretty sure that's not how it works, or how the lore goes, but that's just how it feels. And there's actually a boss area nearby, I think. Yeah, this might be the boss area. It's a little bit further up, but I'm going to not be going to that boss because he will very likely kill me. Now these are Rift Hounds. These are the these are what the mutant hounds are basically based off of. And these are slits? Yeah, they're slits. Now I'm not too worried about these. Now that I have this AoE damage, I should be fine. But yeah, sliths, they're kind of annoying later on, but for right now they aren't even much of a threat at all. And Rift Hounds are pretty much the least threatening creature you're going to be facing for quite a while. They're just kind of a swarm mob. You'll find harder versions of them later on, but even them, aren't too concerning. Now these things are kind of annoying because they leave this acid puddle afterwards, and later on that can actually kill you pretty badly. You know, I've never seen this altar. What's this do? Oh, it's just a container. Fun. I've actually played this entire game and I've beaten it, and I've never seen that altar. But I'm pretty sure I've seen that. Yep. Let's upgrade our equipment. We actually need spirit for that, but I'm not going to worry about that. I don't want to be doing that. Don't need any of that. We haven't actually found any scrap, which is odd. Usually we find scrap by now. Well, we'll just keep moving on. Now you can actually kind of like blitz almost to the end of the game pretty quickly. You do need to follow the main storyline just a bit to unlock certain areas, but for the most part this area seems to be pretty stable for what this is. The game's a little unbalanced, but it's also balanced to a point that it's not nearly as bad later on. We want to put those on, toss those. Let's go again for physique. We're actually not even going to go for spirit at anytime soon. We do need cunning, so we'll be using that, because some of these weapons actually do require cunning instead of physique. But most two-handed weapons will require physique. Next we have to do something here. I think at level 10 is when I get my actual ability. By the way, you get 3 points up until level 50, at which point you start getting 2, and I think at 70 it starts going to 1. It really slows down pretty quickly. Actually, it might just stay at 2, I can't remember. I haven't actually gotten to 70 yet. I've looked it up. I actually like that two-handed swiping ability. This is where you would normally get scrap out of, just these piles. And so I'm saying is this area seems a little bit more suited for that. Heavy armor is actually better early on, and you don't really have to worry about it being enchanted. But by mid-game, you do want to have that. You do want to have at least magic armor and everything. I'll be getting a vampiric ability later on, so this will make this a little bit easier for me. For right now, I just have to just blitz my way through everything. Okay, any scrap? Nope. I'm actually getting pretty unlucky right now. Usually I have scrap by now. There are certain, I guess, quest requirements to actually proceed further into the game. But until then, that's about mid-game, so you can actually get pretty far without actually completing any of the main story quests. In fact, right now, I've actually gone into an area that's probably a little bit too high for my level, honestly, but I'm just gonna kind of blitz through this anyway. It's not gonna kill me, because I do have a good healing potion. Okay, he needs to go. Those vanguards are just persistently a problem. And this is actually going to help me a little bit later on by activating these portals, because it actually makes you able to go to the next area a little bit faster. This area's been destroyed. You actually need to go around. They've done actually pretty good work on the map. I really like it because they're able to hide things so easily but they make the traversable area really well known. So there are secrets in this game, and it's actually really hard to find some of them. But if you're a gamer or have been a gamer for the past couple of years, you're pretty much set, because you'll know where to look. Let's see. I just got 2 rings. Okay, I just put them on anyway. That health per second is actually going to be pretty useful early on. Later on, I'm probably going to need at least like 50 healing per second to actually keep myself relatively alive. And you don't actually have to click on a lot of these things. Primarily gold and potions, or most potions that are restorative, are automatically picked up. Hooray, getting more levels for basically skipping through the area. Oop, scrap. Yeah, you need 5 scrap, which is actually not a lot early on, but that is a problem because it's kind of weird how this game is leveled, because the level of the loot is somewhat reliant on you, and so is the area. But there seems to be like a minimum and maximum, I guess, level range for a lot of this stuff. So if I go into one of the really high areas, yeah, of course it's going to have a much higher level requirement. Oh, by the way, if things fall through the floor, usually they just pop back up somewhere else. And also look for these breakable walls. They're really useful. I don't think there's a secret area just for this person. Oh, there is. This is technically a secret area, but it's for that. It's not too big of a secret, actually. I think you need to go here for a quest. No, you don't do this for a quest. This is actually just a completely random area. But we want all this loot, because scrap does appear in these barrels. And yeah, not very profitable here. I think those are set pieces, not actually. Yeah, I haven't killed anything here. I really like that sweeping attack. But yeah, till next time, enjoy what you're watching. Like and subscribe for more. Have a good day. See you in the next episode. I'm hopefully going to be able to do something more next episode. See ya. Thank you for watching. And remember, all shall subscribe to the one true king.